Tarot reading by Barda. My name is Barda. Hello. All right, we're going to get right on. There are links below for extended. Well, it won't be extended. It's more like bonuses and stuff like that on Patreon. There's all the information is in the description box below. You're welcome to look at that. If you guys like my channel, make sure you like and subscribe. Okay, Taurus, December. What is coming for Tauruses? I feel like getting to the side cards. That's getting to the psychological. It's getting right down to what I call, so I'm not going to say it's the dirty. I say when I'm using the tarot cards, you can really get down to the dirty. This one here just kind of gets to the heart of the matter, what you're really thinking about. All right. Okay, so some Tauruses, we've got the Warrior card. All right, this is just going to be my base ones. We've got Union, and we've got Peace. And then we have the tree, represents putting roots down. It also represents family. Okay, I'm supposed to look at that. Okay. Yep. All right, I'll put them down. It says now, working on balancing the scales within this so that it is peaceful. All right, so it does look like there's a bunch of activity going on for Taurus in December. And of course, with the holidays, everybody's kind of hustling and bustling, getting their stuff done. With this one right here, we're going to start off. I'm going to put this over here. So right now, what you're working on is bringing balance back into a situation, or you're maintaining balance within life. It's kind of evening stuff out is what I hear. Okay, there's definitely a union involved. Yep. Some of you, it has to do with choices. Let's see here. Let's start with the Warrior. Taurus. What has Taurus got going on here? All right. Ooh. All right, let's see here. Okay, some of you Tauruses are moving on from the past. At first, I thought it was moving on from a person. If it is, so be it. Then go ahead and read it that way. You're moving on from the past. There's something, and the reason I say that is because you're abandoning past, or you're letting go and abandoning plans from the past, and you are now moving on. Even though, do you see right here, there is one cup missing? All right, you're kind of cutting your losses and moving on from either a person, place, or thing, or feelings of how you felt about a person, place, or thing. Okay, you're going ahead and just abandoning that. You're letting go. Why? Yep. Some of you are reaching your limit. Others have done a lot of introspection, especially in November, and really gone within self. And so this is about Tauruses who are taking on the warrior spirit right here. They're taking on the warrior spirit. But do you see that he's not battling? Do you see he's just kind of leaning on a sword? And do you see peace? Now, if you've had a union, whether it was in business, and this is talking about family though, okay? If with the warrior right here seeking peace, this is not about battling. You don't want to battle. You matter of fact, you're kind of laying it. He's not laying it down. He's just sitting here resting on it. Okay, that's self-reflection. That has taken some time and just really thinking on it before you jump. And if you are a Taurus who is moving on from either thoughts or feelings about people, places, or things, or you could literally be moving on from people. Okay, but this one right here, the next card is the Death card, which also represents Scorpio. To me, it looks to me that you are overcoming a problem. You're moving on from a thought or feeling about people, places, or things. And it's a way that you just kind of view. It's kind of like it's made a big part of a big chunk of your life. That's why you were the way you were. But you're moving on from feeling like this. Why? Because either, let's see, spiritual transformation, letting things go, let endings end, just kind of don't put it to rest. Do you see how this right here? In the past, I do see the Four of Swords where the knight is laying on the coffin, and he has 3 swords that are still up there, but one's laying. Okay, this one right here, to me, you're just not. It's almost like an internal battle, and you're no longer fighting this internal battle. Why? Because you've decided to move on from it, and it's more of, yep. It's cutting your losses on how you think about people, places, or things from the past. And usually with the Death card, it could represent Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, or no, it represents Scorpio, excuse me. but it also is talking about letting go. There could be endings, change, transition, or there could be unexpected upheaval, endings, or release. I really feel this group of Taurus is releasing and moving on from something. What are you moving on for? Because something or someone has come into your world that has changed your viewpoint. It's kind of like laying down that one sword, even though he's not laying down the sword right there. You're laying down some of your burdens, is what I feel, and you're no longer carrying it around as baggage within yourself. Yep. Fulfillment, because in order to be fulfilled, you have to move on. It's moving on. You have to move on from this past. All right. What's this about? Oh, or how are you going to do this? You're going to do it very passionately. You're going to be charging forward. All right. Some of you, this could be actually moving on. It could literally be moving. All right. Because with the Knight of Wands, it could be a quick decision that says, you know what, or you could have taken a journey and you're like, this is where I want to be. This is home. And that's what you're doing. For others, it has to do with, yep. No, this is Taurus that's got an intention. They've got intention in this. They are laying down the past and they're moving on from it. If it is a physical move, you may, sometimes in order to regain your balance and stuff, you have to have a complete change of scenery. This is very possible. If so, those of you who are thinking about moving, February is standing out in my head, especially about February 13th. Okay. So I think a decision, this will be like the first processes if you're actually thinking about moving and you are a Taurus. All right. You're not wanting to battle anymore. You're wanting peace. And some of you may have been standing alone. Do you see the Union card right here? You may have been standing alone. You may be standing alone right now. But for those of you who aren't standing alone and have actually, this one right here, this is a choice of what you're going to do. And okay, how do I put this? I'm seeing 3 different scenarios here. All right, for this one right here with the cup, some of you will be putting the cup of love down because it's empty and you'll be walking away. Others are going to sit here, and do you see how we have the water? Do you see how it looks like a crossroads where you have to make a decision of going left or right? Okay, this one right here is after some of you, you've been single for a while. For some reason, this feels like a relationship, or you feel single within a relationship because it just feel like you stand alone. It's decision time. And in this December, you guys will be making a decision. And I do see for those of you, if you are moving on, I keep hearing moving on, you will be doing this by March. Okay. You may do it sooner, but you'll be feeling more right and secure in what your decision was. Now, for those of you who are in a union and you're sitting here and you're like, maybe you're at the beginning stages of this union, or it feels like the beginning stages. Maybe you haven't taken, maybe you're just dating. Maybe you haven't got engaged yet. Okay. Engaged. You haven't got married yet. Okay, this one right here will be moving forward. This is a decision that you're going to have to make. My suggestion here is do not let fear overconsume you. All right, what else? What else? I hear something else. Hold on. For others of you, the message is, if you do not want to be standing alone, do not let the love run out. You have to continually fight for it. Yes. What? I'm hearing something. Hold on here. Okay, Taurus, let's see here. I'm looking. All right. Some of you have been standing alone for quite a while, but you really, in your heart of hearts, want the marriage card. It's not that you necessarily just want to be hooked up with Tom, Dick, and Harry, or Janet, Janelle, or whoever it is. Right here, what you've got going here is you really want to seek that happy home life, that happy family life. This will go for another short group, right? Yeah, nurturing, right? We've got the Queen of Cups, very nurturing, very lovable, very loving, has plenty to give, but they want somebody to be able to give this too. And with the union right here, just feeling restricted because it hasn't changed. Do you see this? Do you see how it's divided right here? All right, let me see something here. Because I'm feeling a little bit, oh, yep, choice. I feel that you're walking alone, but I don't feel like you're going to be walking alone for long. But right now you're feeling restricted, feeling trapped, like your hands are tied. Anxiety overwhelms sometimes, feeling pressure, feeling hopeless, like, wait, tick tock is my time. It's running so fast. Okay, let's just find the end result here for this one. Number 1, don't give the defeat card. Don't give up. Because 9 times out of 10, when you're not looking, that's when it's going to happen. But when you're desperately searching, that is when it's not going to happen, because you need other stuff. You need to heal yourself, and you need to be able to move on first. And you have to move on from one. That feels right. Ba-ba-ba. Yep. Bringing balance. You've got the Two of Pentacles, juggling. Now, okay. This is where it's going to jump again. This is just a short message, not necessarily for that group right there. But if you are juggling two people, it's not going to end up well. I'm going to tell you that right now. Y'all do whatever you want to do. But if you're seeking, this is for the group right here that's seeking love. Okay. Love is going to be coming. Balance will be restored. But you are sitting at this crossroad. There's going to be a decision. Do you see the cup by itself? And then you see this? That is a decision. Do you see the Two of Swords? Which way to go? What should I do? I feel blinded. All right. For some of you, the message is somebody from your past. There may have to be a truce called. Yes. Others of you, say if you're single and you're sitting here looking at this, I'm not even sure how this turned into a love reading, but that's exactly what this portion is pulling out. I'm talking about a union. And I don't feel it's about business. We got the Four of Swords. Remember I said I saw the Four of Swords in my head? Yep. So this is basically about taking it about a different perspective instead of trying the same old, different, same stuff, different day, because it's not working. This right here is talking about sometimes the fear and anxiety and stress. It overwhelms so much, mental overload, that you're so tired that you can't even if somebody was in front of your face saying, you know, you're like the fabulous thing, you're going to look at them like, you are kidding me, right? Are you Don Juan? What? You know, you're going to have kind of that kind of responses. You know, it's kind of like stop at the hand because I'm done talking type stuff. So do make sure that you are rested and just kind of go do some self-reflecting, because here's the thing is we attract what we are putting out. And sometimes that's not always a good thing. But here's the thing is mental overload, needing solitude, relaxation, rest, peace, and quiet. See, there's peace here. So some of you, this is just about overcoming a past, some kind of past union that sticks out like a sore thumb, big time. It was supposed to lead to something else. It was supposed to last for a long time, but a decision had to be made. That's what I'm feeling here on for some. All right, so here's the thing is for those who are at this crossroad, you'll know what to do. Just make sure that you get yourself rested. If you're single and sitting here waiting for love to come in, let's see. Excuse me. Oh, there's two messages here. Okay, this is regarding to love. Okay, here's one right here. If you're single and you're sitting here waiting for love to come in, I'm going to hear some Tauruses go, well, I'm the master of that. I got that. I know what I'm doing. All right, I won't put any more on there since you got it. Okay, for the next group, your message is, this is just kind of like a heads up, kind of, you know, if there was, yeah, okay, scandal might have taken your peace, because you know, when I did that, I didn't even know why I did it. Went over top of the peace card. Some kind of scandal took, and you know, you see how this window is pulled down, the shades pulled down, but stuff came out. Stuff came out. Yep, they may have pulled the wool over your eyes for a while, but peace is going to be restored. Okay, that's the message here. Okay, that's as far as I feel like going on that. This is just a general reading. All right. Boop, boop, ba-doop. Okay. For some of you, we've got the family tree, right? Some of you are starting anew and you want to start anew. And you may already have family, right? But you're starting off on your own. Now, here's the thing. We've got the Four of Pentacles. This is hanging on to desperately to what's yours. And I felt like saying desperately. Budgeting, really watching your money. Where's this going? Holding on to people. Working on your financial stability or financial security. And some of you may be saving to take and be able to have something to do with a big purchase so that you can, you know, whatever this is. Okay, let's see here. This is really hanging onto the purse. I'm seeing somebody clutching onto their purse and they're grabbing those purse strings really tight. Capricorn, which is holiday season. Capricorn, The Devil card represents Capricorn, okay? Another way I can see this as well, it just says, do be careful with, what's sticking out here? Depression. Yep. Feeling oppressed, like you can't get, it's not quite enough. Just continue on with what you're doing. It is during the holiday season, it's always like the purse strings are always tight. I mean, it's always. For some of you during the holiday, now this is not normally how I read this. This is the Hierophant, and this is the Two of Wands. Do you see how Alexander's grasping the wands headed towards the future, but he's not looking at the back? Okay, for some of you, this is the message that you are going to leave the old baggage behind, because this represents to me, this is a coupling, okay? This is a coupling. This has to do with marriage. You're going to go ahead and decide to leave the people, places, and things that made you a certain way in the past, and you're going to kind of remove those from your head. And what I mean by that is you're going to kind of you're releasing them. That's what I was looking for. You're releasing. And it's a forgive thing, I forget myself, I forgive them. You're releasing the guilt too for some. Why? Because you're moving forward, and you're moving forward into, this is a partnership, marriage, okay? And it is Taurus too. Some of you are taking in with the Peace card and the tree, and with the tree, there's green leaves. You're chasing your money. Independent wealth, you're working very hard, which wintertime is probably the best time to be working on the independent wealth, because you could be doing so many projects. So it's really about, you may be extremely busy around the holiday season. Now, if you do have a bunch of stuff going on up in your head, my suggestion is to continue to focus on your independent wealth. You could be holding another job, but take your hobbies and turn them into something that's going to be lucrative, okay? But for some of you, independent wealth, you've been working on it around the 23rd. If you're waiting for a message on that, or you're waiting for text, email, it's the okay, it's the go. Yeah, let's do this. Around the 23rd is what I'm getting. That's going to go for a very small group of Taurus. In the meantime, Taurus, it says, do be careful of anxiety. And some of you, it's insomnia around this time of the year, especially around Christmas. Okay. Yep. Watch the negative minds. Really, for this group of Taurus, it's not so much about negative minds. So but the anxiety, it can bring all kinds of different feelings. Okay, whether it's mental anguish, guilt, regret, remorse, focusing on the past, or you could be a subject of gossip, or vice versa. Just kind of focus on. See how she's got here her independent wealth, and we've got the family. If you've got family involved here, focus on them. Be careful what you're saying around other people. This has been showing up so much. I don't know what's going on with people. I mean, maybe I did say that this year people will be showing their true colors, and they certainly are. I have no doubt. So this one right here is just kind of just focus. Keep your focus. If this is not independent wealth, just look at this picture. The Nine of Pentacles, independence, success. Okay, what is your idea of a perfect, happy place, right? Your home. Your home is where the heart is, right? This is also showing plenty of material possessions, okay? So it is within, if you don't have this right this second, with continual hard work and help with the family as well, the family, maybe you're putting down roots, or you're getting ready to put down roots that are permanent, it will flourish. If you've got family, make sure you involve those family, okay? But this one right here, do you see the leaves? They're green. If this has to do with business, this is a lucrative business idea, or this is a lucrative business move. All right, you stumble across that. That's exactly how I feel on that one. I mean, I don't feel like going any farther. All right, and then the cards over here was now the scales are balanced. Okay, this is, do you see the tree right here? Do you see the balanced scales? In my head, I heard now, after what I got through telling you, now the scales will be balanced. And here's the word now. That is how you go about balancing your scales. Okay, you guys were working really hard in Libra season to balance those scales. But do you see in here, you see, and some of you, the message is the scales, the balance will come back in on Christmas Eve, the 24th. Okay, so right here, do you see how the fruit, it's bearing fruit? Okay, whether this has to do with family or it has to do with business, material possessions, whatever it does, okay? And sometimes this is about self as well. The scales are going to be balanced because you've been working really hard at it. Do not give up because it is actually producing results. Sometimes it's producing results within ourselves with healing. When it comes to business, it's actually producing results. If it has to do with the relationship, it's producing results. It's really producing results. Okay. So I think that's about as far as I feel like going on that one, Taurus. Let's see. Anything else? What? Let's go ahead and pull from the romance deck. Whatever you do, here's your hint for you, Taurus, is the word passion. Whatever you do, passionately do it. And I don't mean go around, oh, they pissed me off, I'm going to passionately punch you in the face. Do not do that. That's not what we're talking about. Passion, a magnetic and seductive quality surrounds you at present. Enjoy it. I think that Tauruses are going to have like a little bit of a light. You heard that song, Let My Little Light of Mine, I'm going to let it shine. Okay, you're shining. You're actually starting to, you're feeling it within yourself. You're no longer letting the past bog you down. You're actually passionately going after whatever it is and with whomever it is that you want. You're going for it, and you're going to do it passionately. It's no more just sitting back on the sidelines waiting and hoping stuff changes for you. You're taking it in your own hands and you're doing it yourself. And some of you have family and friends that are coming along and they're going to be helping too. All right, Taurus, I hope you guys have a great holiday season, and I will be talking to you in January. Talk to you later. Bye.